All right, let's dive right in. In this explainer, we're going to build a real working AI model from the ground up. And you want to know the best part? You won't have to write a single line of code. Seriously, let's do this.
So let me ask you something. Do you think you need to be some kind of coding genius to build anything with AI? Like you need a fancy degree and years of experience? Because for a long, long time, that was pretty much true. But trust me, things are changing, and fast.
In fact, what if I told you the only special tool you really need is the webcam that's probably staring right back at you? That's the huge idea we're going to unpack today. This incredible new reality where AI is becoming accessible to, well, everyone. And that brings us to our first big topic: AI without the code. And no, this isn't science fiction anymore. It's a real thing, all thanks to some amazing tools that literally put the power of machine learning right at your fingertips. Okay, so the tool we're going to play with is called Teachable Machine. It's this awesome, free, web-based thing from Google that lets pretty much anyone train a machine learning model. It can learn to recognize images, different sounds, even body poses. And the key thing? Absolutely no code required.
All right, you ready to actually build something? Let's walk through how you can start your very first project. This is where you go from just watching to actually doing, from spectator to creator. It's going to be fun.
So the very first thing you do is kind of choose your own adventure. Do you want to teach the AI to classify pictures? Or maybe recognize different sounds? You could even have it detect body poses, like if you're standing up or sitting down. It's totally up to you. Okay, before we can teach it anything, we have to set up our categories. In the world of machine learning, these are called classes. All this means is you're deciding what you want the AI to learn to tell apart. You know, like one class for cat and another for dog, or thumbs up and thumbs down. Simple as that.
Okay, so once our classes are all set up, we get to the most important part, the training. This is the teaching part of Teachable Machine. It's where we show our AI what to look for.
And the process is just this simple 3-step loop. First, you gather your data. That's just a bunch of examples for each of your categories. Second, you train the model. And third, you test it to see how well it learned. That's it. Gather, train, test. That's the magic formula. Now, this brings us to probably the single most important idea in all of AI, the quality of your data. Think about it. If you only show your model one perfect, studio-lit photo of a specific cat, it's only going to learn to recognize that one cat. But if you show it hundreds of different cats, in weird lighting, from different angles, all sorts of breeds, then it starts to get the idea of cat. For AI, having diverse data isn't just important, it is everything. So once you've given it all your examples, and this could be pictures from your webcam, sounds from your mic, whatever, you literally just click one button. That's it. Train model. The tool does all the complicated stuff right there in your web browser. No servers, no crazy setup, it's just one click. And after just a few seconds, maybe a minute, the training is done. And now comes the really fun part. We get to test our brand new AI and see if it actually works. And then we can figure out what to do with it. Testing is super easy. You just show it something new. Hold up a new object to your webcam, make a new sound. Now, if the model gets it wrong or seems confused, don't worry. That's not a failure. It's just feedback. It's the AI telling you, hey, I need more examples to learn from. The answer is almost always, you guessed it, more diverse data. Okay, so once you're happy with how well it's working, you can actually bring your model to life. You can export it to run on a website, you can package it up into a mobile app for your phone, or you can even put it on a tiny little computer like an Arduino for physical projects. Your creation is ready to go out into the world. So now that you get the basic idea, let's go over a few pro tips. These are some best practices that'll help you get really good results pretty much every time. Yeah, think of this as your little handbook for success. First, we already know this one, diverse data is king. Second, balance your classes. This just means if you give it 100 pictures of cats, you should also give it about 100 pictures of dogs. Don't do 100 of one and only 10 of the other, or it'll get biased. Third, keep it simple, especially at first. Get that quick win. And finally, always test with brand new, real-world examples to see how it actually does out in the wild.
So what can you actually build with this?
Well, you could make a tool that recognizes your hand gestures. Imagine controlling a slideshow just by giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down to your webcam. Pretty cool, right?
Or what about this? You could train a model to automatically sort your photos. I mean, think about it. You could feed it all your vacation pictures, and it could learn to automatically put all the beach photos in one folder and all the city photos in another. Honestly, the possibilities here are kinda endless. It's perfect for creative projects. Like, imagine a tool for a classroom that can identify if a student is holding up a pencil or an eraser. Super simple, but also super useful. Okay, let's just do a quick recap of the whole journey. It really just boils down to 5 steps. Step 1, data. Step 2, train. Step 3, test. Step 4, export. And step 5, use it in your project. That's the entire workflow, from a simple idea to a working AI. But before we finish up, I want to leave you with one last tip. And I mean it. This is probably the most important piece of advice for anyone just starting out. And it all comes down to one single number: 2.
And here it is. When you build your very first model, start with just 2 classes. That's it. Don't get ambitious and try to teach it 10 different things at once. Just do thumbs up versus thumbs down, or cat versus dog. Get that working perfectly first, because when you're starting out, simplicity is absolutely your greatest strength.
And that's really all there is to it. You now have the roadmap, you have the tools, you have the handbook. Your journey has just begun. So, the only question left is, what are you going to teach your machine first?